I wish I knew this when I was starting out. Today, I'm going to solve such a big problem that I don't see anyone talking about. See, once you start getting more creative with your mixing, you naturally want to play further into your tracks. So instead of intros over outros, you might be mixing breakdowns on outros or build-ups into breakdowns or even drops on drops. And 100%, these transitions can sound amazing. But if you're playing both tracks together in the lead up to the transition point, things can get messy fast. The transition point itself sounds incredible, but because you're playing further into the track, the lead up can sound like an absolute train wreck. So in this video, I'm going to show you several examples of this in action and how to solve it by mixing at the transition point instead of forcing two busy sections of music together. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, so in this first example, instead of putting an intro on an outro, I'm going to put a drop on the outro. So I've gone and found where my outro is. I'll put a cue point 16 bars earlier, and I've gone and found the drop and also put a cue point 16 bars earlier. And listen, if I play them together in the build-up, it's just a mess. You've got a lot going on there. See, it's just messy. So I'm going to then bring it in on the transition point. But, okay, here's the deal. Let's talk about the EQ, bringing it in on the transition point, because what I usually would do is, and what everyone does is, they would have the EQ down. So that means when they're bringing up the volume, it's mixing over the end of the chorus. And the reason they have it down is so they can come in underneath, and when you bring your volume in, it's not like bang, you know what I mean? So the EQ is always about reducing the song you're bringing in, so when you come in, it's less abrupt, okay? But because we're going to be smashing it in on the one, well, to be honest, we want our song to have an impact, but we also don't want it jumping out too aggressively. So what I'll do is I want the bass to hit. So I'm going to have the bass up. But if I wanted to protect myself from the volume coming in and being like, whoa, that's just way too much, what I could do is maybe just take a little bit down to the highs and a little bit down to the mids, and then I smash it in. But because I've got bass on both songs, what I might do is right moments before the transition point, bring the bass down, maybe one bar before the transition point, smash this in, and then I can work my EQ. I think that's a really good way to do it. Let me show you. Okay, and if you have a listen, because it's further into the song, if I was to play them together in the build-up, it's just a mess. And you got two, I don't know, I kind of want this song to do its thing. It's sounding really good, but I just want to pull this one in on the one. I want the bass to hit, but maybe so it doesn't jump out, I might protect myself slightly by reducing them just a little bit. So when I'm bringing the volume, it's not just too aggressive. Reduce that one bar before the drop. Beautiful. And I can work this gently. And see, it's a really way to add energy to the way you mix. You know, it's getting straight to the point. This song again, I'm going to mix in after the outro here. But see, the traditional mix would be to mix this bit onto that bit, and then it'll just drop out, and that's standard. But let's say I want to put the drop there. Well, again, go find the cue point, put it 16 bars earlier. Let's give it a shot. And have a listen. If I was playing it together, it's messy as shit. It's horrible. Okay, so again, we'll do the same method as last time. Just reduce that. I find that's really effective. If I want to bring the volume in quickly, that just stops it from being too aggressive. See, it's easy, but man, it's so effective. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit different because I'm going to leave the bass up for both tracks. See, right now, if I was to bring it in, it's messy. You know, listen to that. I don't want that. Okay. Maybe I could peel back. If this one's got personality on the left, I can just control it there. But right now I want that bass in there. Maybe I could add some low pass filter. Beautiful. Listen, horrible. Okay. Okay, this one here, yeah, bass isn't the problem. I might take them down a little bit. And if I wanted to create space for this one to land, I could start peeling back on these. Why not? It creates a little bit more of an impact. Control the personality there. I just used that one like a volume fader then, because I was mixing into the middle of the song, so that was kind of scary. When you're mixing into the middle, it's a little bit different. It's like, how long do you play both songs together for? Because when mixing into the middle, at one point the old song's going to kick back in. Could come in with vocals straight away. It could have a nice melody that you need to loop to prevent the song from coming in. There's all these variables. So that's a video in itself, how to mix into breakdowns to avoid it going kind of south. But if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below and I'll bust the video out. Cool. This time I'm going to put a drop into a breakdown. Okay, so we'll leave the bass up. We'll do that method as usual. It's really good. But listen, if I was playing it together, it's not going to work. I want to avoid bass on bass here a little bit. I hope this is giving you a lot of ideas on how to mix different parts. I do so much more of this in my course. See, I've got an option. I could have taken out the volume there, or this is the beginning of a mashup here, and that's the vocal in that old song. So I could be like, let that play if I want to. You could add echo, you could do lots of things. Okay, we've got a little, I'm just freestyling this.
Something for your mind, your body, and your soul.
There's no way I want to mess with this. This is beautiful. Let it play. Let's double down on the drops.
Come on, dance with me. Move your body, dance with me. Come on, body, dance with me. Come on, body, dance with me. Move your body, your legs with me.
Space. Okay, this song's almost demanding to be played on its own. Like, it's nice on its own. If I had this going with it, is that necessary? You got to ask yourself sometimes, is playing the songs together enhancing the mix or detracting from it? So in this case, I just want to bring it on the drop. This Rapture song, the drop is, you know, it's kind of average. This is going to beef it up, take my set in a different direction. So bring it up on the 1. Beautiful. So this video isn't just about like methods, it's about giving you ideas. And that's what I'm all about. Trying to make things seem accessible. Creative mixing, man. It's not that hard. Well, at least the way I make it look. Another method you could do, if you wanted them in full throttle, you could also protect yourself a little bit with the trim. Okay, that's like another volume in a way. It just takes the volume off. And I could bring it in that way with the full EQ, then bring that in as I peel this one down with the EQ. I don't know which way is better. I think maybe the other way, but I may as well show you something new. We hit you with that brand new funk. Trust me, once you get these concepts down, you can make everything work. That's my goal for my students, just making DJing accessible, just making it fun, messing around, having a good time, and bringing that energy through you when you play. Honestly, I'm just warming up here. The real secret is knowing how much of each track to play and which transition to use when. Just remember, not every transition needs to be so long and drawn out. Sometimes the cleanest and most powerful mixes happen when you simply wait for the perfect moment and bring your new track in right at that transition point. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe and share with other DJs. And I've got heaps more DJ tutorials coming your way. So, you know, I'm loving my job right now. Anyway, if you feel like you'd benefit from a more organized, structured and fun approach to learning how to DJ, check out my baby, okay, the Club Ready DJ course. This is a complete DJ system that takes you from beginner all the way through to advanced transitions, mashups, effects, and performance techniques. So if you love the foreplay, okay, these videos, but you feel ready for the real thing, check out the link in the description below. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video, or even better, man, if you're ready to commit, I'll see you inside the course. Either way, I really appreciate your support and I'm glad I can help you on your DJ path. Okay, much love. See ya.